It first started just to be taking place in Ethiopia's capital, Addis Ababa. Of course, it was first looked as an ambitious project in the history of Ethiopia when Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed introduced corridor development in the country's capital, Addis Ababa. But later, it became a reality, as many cities in different regional areas and towns have already got this opportunity just to develop corridor development. Hello everyone and welcome to Addis Media Network Television. This is Bishoftu town, 48 kilometers from Ethiopia's capital, Addis Ababa. This area is one of the areas actually getting the opportunity to develop in corridor development. The corridor development, as you can see here behind me, is one of the major projects that is taking place here in the area. Many residents are now getting the opportunity just to recreate themselves in many areas, and many have also got the job opportunity in relation to this corridor development. Many are now again waiting for the other development aspects just to expand the horizon in many areas of the Oromia regional state as well. Bishoftu is a town which is getting recognition because of its natural treasures and social aspects. So, dear viewers, I definitely ask you all just to be with me till the end of my program, because I'm going to wonder and I'm going to discover the exact achievements in this area. And stay with me till the end of my program. Riding bicycle on a separate bike lane was unthinkable even in the country's capital, Addis Ababa. Here in Bishoftu town, now everyone can ride bicycle in a separate bike lane. This is the result of the corridor development introduced by Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed and later expanded to many regional cities and towns. Here, I'm now riding a bicycle and definitely recognizing how corridor development changed many areas in Ethiopia. So now everyone cannot actually wait for a long lineup just waiting for buses or taxis. And this is actually Bishoftu town's great accomplishments in the past 2 years after the introduction of the corridor development. Historically and naturally, the area is so comfortable and historic. And now when the corridor development is actually included in this town, the area is now getting its great wonder. So the corridor development's expansion in many areas in Ethiopia is a great accomplishment in the past 2 years, which definitely heralds the Ethiopia's government's journey to prosperity. As Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed once said, the corridor development is not only about simply changing the image of cities and towns, but just to focus on the human-centered development aspects in the country. Dear viewers, my greater wonder here in Bishoftu town goes on. And I recommend you guys just to be with me till the end of my program, because I'm gonna be with you just showcasing how Bishoftu is changing overnight tremendously.
One of the major development works which our government has done is the corridor development. The corridor development has created conducive environment for us, especially to ride a bicycle in a separate bike lane. As we know, riding bicycle is very important to reduce car accident. Therefore, we're happily using the bike lane.
I am really happy to experience this change. I am overexcited to speak even about the changes.
Riding bicycle is paramount to reduce a car accident and transport cost. It is also hugely important to protect our health. Therefore, I recommend everyone to buy bicycle for less cost and use it for transport.
My recommendation is that we have to use these resources perfectly and appropriately. Security forces should also create awareness on how to use these developments for long.
Okay, having recreational areas out of Addis Ababa in such regional towns is so unique, because Ethiopia hasn't had such an experience, especially when it comes to some regional cities and towns. But the corridor development this time around has created that opportunity. So this time now. I think it's not afternoon in Ethiopia's calendar and Ethiopia's time, but still guys are here sitting in recreational areas, and I'm going to joined by one of my friends, actually I can say, and the communication officer in Bishoftu town, and he's going to tell us how unique the corridor development in this town is. So dear viewers, please be with me till the end of my program, and I'm really happy to join you. How are you doing, by the way? Hello everyone, and welcome to Addis Media Network once again, I say, and I'm joined by the communication officer in Bishoftu town. Bishoftu, as I told you a little earlier, is located 48 kilometers away from Ethiopia's capital, Addis Ababa, and I think he's going to tell us how important the corridor development in this town is, and how the unique aspect that the corridor development has brought, benefiting the residents as well, because this experience was rare. Perhaps before 2 years in Ethiopia's status quo, I can say, but after the introduction of the corridor development, I can say, which Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed took the initiation, residents are now getting recreational areas. They are really happy and enjoying time again and again as well. They definitely go to different areas in this recreational sites. So I think he's going to tell us how important it is. So be with me till the end of my program.
ኮሪደር ሲባል እንግዲህ መጀመሪያ እንደ ሀገር ተጀመረ። ስፔሻሊ አዲስ አበባ ላይ በጥሩ ሁኔታ ተጀምሮ ሀገር እቺ ከተማ የኢትዮጵያ ከተማ ነች ወይ ብለን ማመን እስከሚያቅተን
Corridor was massively started in Addis Ababa, and after that the experience went directly to many regional cities and towns. The historical town Bishoftu is one of these towns which benefited from the introduction of corridor development. The corridor development in Bishoftu has unbelievably brought changes. Residents are now refreshing themselves in open greeny areas. Many are also riding bicycles, reducing cost and car accident at the same time. One of the major corridor developments in this town is Gada Park, which we are in now. Right in this park, the residents are refreshing with friends, families and parents. Previously, the area was bare and left out without any purpose. Now, besides adjusting ecology, and this park consists of plant species with variety of functions. Gada Park in general is the exact indication of the fact that Addis Ababa's role in corridor development is huge.
ቢሾፍቱ የምትታወቀው እንግዲህ የኢሬቻ በዓል ትልቁ በዓል የኢሬቻ በዓል ነው። እዛ ሆራ አርሰዲ ይባላል። እሱም በጣም በኮሪደር ልማት ተሰርቶ ጥሩ ሁኔታ ላይ ነው ያለ።
I think the corridor development started first in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia's capital,
yes,
I can say.
Yes, of course.
And from that moment on, many regional towns and cities have got that opportunity. I can truly say that now the importance of this corridor development is beyond creating some recreational areas, I can say, because the job opportunities are here. Many citizens are getting job opportunities. As you said earlier, we do have cafeterias or restaurants in right and left side of this asphalt. And beyond that, or besides that, I can say, this area is so important just to attract tourists and to extend tourist stay. So what do you think is the importance of this corridor development just to make this town so beautiful on the eye of the tourists?
እንግዲህ ኮሪደር ብዙ ቅድም እንደነገርኩ ብዙ ጥቅም አለው። ቢሾፍቱ ደግሞ ለየት የሚያረጋት የተፈጠሮ 7 ሐይቅ ያላት ከተማ ነች። ያ ከተማ ደግሞ አሁን በዚህ በኮሪደር ልማት በደንብ ከዚህ የበለጠ ገና ከተሰራ ቱሪስቶችን የመሳብ እድሉ ሰፊ ነው።
As I told you a little earlier, corridor has variety of functions. When it comes to Bishoftu, its function is far beyond explanation because this town is unique with 7 lakes around it. Therefore, when we perk up the town with corridor development, the town will be more attractive, opening thereof on tremendous opportunities for tourists to visit and reside permanently. Generally, what I have observed in this town is that anything is possible if we are united and do have clear plans. We have realized this astonishing development in a matter of months, not years. Therefore, I think we can do everything from now on, as lessons we took from this project are very vital. If we advance this city more than now, it will be more beautiful than now.
ቀን ለሊት በፓውዛ እየተደረገ በሺፍት እየተገባ ነው የኮሪደር ልማት የተሰራ በአጭር ጊዜ ውስጥ ማለት ነው።
Thank you very much. I'm really happy to have you here today. Dear viewers, as you heard our conversation here, Bishoftu is progressing time and time again. The government's contribution is so huge. I can say the city has got a very good treasure and natural resources. Geographically, this area is one of the most important areas, I can say. So the tourists stay here can be extended from now on because the weather condition is so comfortable, the corridor development is so attractive as well. The people are so hospitable, the area itself is so attractive, and Bishoftu is surrounded by 7 lakes, which is in fact unique to other areas in our country. So all that you can see here is a very good indication that Bishoftu is one of the areas so comfortable to live in, so comfortable to definitely wander nature as well. And I'm going to wander many other areas, and stay with me to the end of my program, dear viewers. Dear viewers, welcome to the historic city, the historic town Bishoftu. Constructions are almost everywhere, and development upgrades are also almost everywhere. This area is called Bishoftu Lake, and it's actually one of the historical sites in Bishoftu town. The Ethiopian government made history in bringing about changes in this area. Ethiopia, as we silently and repeatedly, has got immense potential and treasures, but the problem has been actually with how to use those implicable projects and treasures. And Bishoftu is an example here to utilize the perfect resources that the country has in general and the town has as well. Bishoftu Lake is so historical because Irrecha is celebrated once in a year here. Almost 2 years ago, this area was actually known for its smear of dust and perhaps mud, but the corridor development in the town has brought this change, and the people from all walks of life are celebrating this Irrecha festival here comfortably, just bringing a recognizable role in the tourist attraction as well. Dear viewers, I'm going to join by the communication officer in Bishoftu town, who is going to tell us much more about how the city administration or the town itself and the Ethiopian government have been doing great job here. So be with me till the end of my program. I'm really happy
Thanks
to have you here.
Thanks. Well, you are welcome.
Thank you very much. I think I'm really happy and surprised by what I see here, because this lake is among the 7 lakes in this Bishoftu town, and we've had very good information about Bishoftu in general, because Bishoftu is one of the historical towns in Ethiopia, and Oromia has got a huge potential in this regard. The lake is an example for that. And previously we were saying that this area was not that comfortable for Irrecha celebration, but this year and perhaps last year, this area is now so astonishing. Would you tell me first of all what the name is, the name of this area?
All right, thank you very much. I'm Ibrahim Hussein Abdi, the
Right.
head of Bishoftu Communication Office. I would like to say welcome to this African tourist hub.
Thank you very much.
So Bishoftu is becoming the African iconic place for tourism.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically, this place is historic, and it is naturally gifted place. Its name is Arsade. The lake is among the 7 lakes of Bishoftu,
Yes.
and this is Lake Arsade.
Well,
In Oromo Gada system, the reflection of Gada system, the ritual Irrecha is taken place here.
exactly.
So now Bishoftu Arsade lake is more than that, because the Oromia regional government regional government has just nominated Bishoftu to be the tourist
Attraction.
hub,
yeah.
tourist hub or tourist center of African, and this vision has been given to our city. The city is restructured now. It's not the city, it is the regiopolis polis city.
Yeah.
So the development, all components of development you are just observing here is the Arsade ecotourism center or Harsade ecotourism village. In this tourism village, we do have just we can name many components of the development. One is the road.
This
on this
comfortable road,
yeah, you can make mass sports and other gymnastic activities on the lakeside. You are going to you are seeing just greenery. That means beautifying, just cleaning and brightening the area, this village. On the other side, you are just seeing the places where Ethiopian cultural colored food and drink is going to be just available for tourists. So you can round the outside of the city. It is very, very compacted with very modern infrastructure. You are just seeing this is electric pole.
Yeah, exactly.
And there are CCTV cameras on this.
Absolutely amazing, by the way.
Yeah, those are going to make the area safe for the tourists
and those who visit this area.
Yeah. So Bishoftu is now is becoming one of the fastest growing cities in Ethiopia. I've said before, Bishoftu is historical city. You know, one of the Ethiopian good institution. Air Force institution is situated here in Bishoftu.
Exactly.
So many things are coming to Bishoftu. I mean, many developments in accordance with the Maddamer concept of the Prime Minister of Ethiopia, Dr. Abiy Ahmed, and in accordance with the Addis Ababa corridor development. Which is just actually fascinating, not only for Ethiopians, but for the whole Africans.
Exactly.
So, Bishoftu is becoming the second capital of Ethiopia because we are in hurry to just take experience of Addis Ababa as much as possible. So we are working for this.
What really fascinates me is the fact that this area wasn't, as we said a little earlier, comfortable for Erecha festival, for Erecha celebration, because you know the vast majority of the Oromo people often visit this area, right? But in a matter of 2 years, this area is now one of the most attractive areas in Ethiopia and perhaps in Africa. As you said, it's going to be one of the best cities in Africa because the tourism potential is high. We've said we've got 7 lakes, right? The people are hospitable as well. And the weather condition is so comfortable in general. So how did this come into reality in 2 years' time? What did the city, the town's administration do? And what was the engagement in general in the people? Would you tell me, how did you bring this into a reality?
Yeah, it's good to explain this because, everything started from ideation, from idea. In this reform era of Ethiopia, we are facing the big ideas that can change not only our country, but that can change the whole African or the whole black people. Because before of any nation in this continent, in Africa, Ethiopia could come with great idea, that is winning the Battle of Adwa. Exactly. That was the turning point for the black and the equality of human being in the world. Meanwhile, we couldn't just move because of external and internal factors. What is being done is nothing but creating big idea, big vision, big dream. So trying to live that dream. In trying to live that dream, we are bringing such beautiful and unseen natural resources of Ethiopia, which can make us actually, this is a renaissance time for Ethiopia. The idea, the absence of idea, make us just a little bit back from other European countries, but still we are the first and the role model for Africans. in many directions, we can say.
You're right. Your explanation is so fantastic. Whether you're
you.
saying that the Battle of Adwa is, the iconic battle in the history of Africans, all black people, right? But from that moment on, Ethiopians have got good treasure and natural resources, but we couldn't actually use that perfectly. We couldn't implement our efforts, and we couldn't put our efforts on reality as well. I think when we talk about corridor development, what comes to our mind is, first of all, its beginning. It began in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia's capital, right? And after the corridor development's expansion in Addis Ababa, many other regional cities and towns are taking experience from that. As you said, Addis Ababa is the capital of more than 120 million people, and it's the hub of African diplomacy. The African Union headquarters is there. So, do you think that Addis Ababa's role is good in this regard?
Yeah, actually, Addis Ababa, not only recently, it is a historic and political center or political capital of African. So it is the starting place of Pan-Africanism, which could just liberate many African countries which were under colonization. You know that. In this regard, I mean in the Addis Ababa corridor development regard, before I have just tried to raise the point, our Prime Minister, Dr. Abiy Ahmed, came with nothing except idea. He came with the big idea. He could put his idea actually in the palace of the country.
Yeah, definitely. Right in his
so
palace.
So after that, things, the developments are becoming Unity Park. You know, the light of this development, corridor development, has just come from that place. So it is expanded, and now in Addis Ababa, more than 56 Ethiopian cities and the towns are just getting experience from Addis Ababa. Exactly. In such respect, Addis Ababa is the role model of Ethiopian cities and the role model of the Ethiopian urbanization center. You know, before we go to abroad and just try to just get something.
I think the experience was taken from Singapore, right?
Yeah. Actually, before. Now, we're just getting experience from Addis Ababa, which is especially from Bishoftu, 47 kilometers around that. We are very close to Addis Ababa, and we can get many experiences, leadership experiences, public experiences, many experiences from there. So, in this regard, I would like to thank those leaders who are leading Addis Ababa and just making the Addis Ababa the modern city of the continent.
Absolutely, very fantastic, I think, and it's better for me to have a rest here because the weather condition is so attractive. The area, the ecology is so massive, and I think it gives me a pleasure if I sit here and experience Bishoftu's natural treasure with you, right? Because seeing the lake here is more than wonder, right? So be seated here, please, and I'll be here.
Thank you.
Dear viewers and followers of Addis Media Network Review Ethiopia program, our stay here today in Bishoftu town is so amazing. And we've been wondering how the town has been progressing well, especially in relation to the corridor development and many more cultural aspects, development aspects, and societal aspects as well. The town has immense potential in many regards, actually. That's why I'm really delighted to be here. There are times actually and many other treasures in which we definitely introduce our potentials in many regards as well. Bishoftu is gonna be the major and perhaps the giant African tourism hub, because the Ethiopian Airlines is going to introduce Africa's largest airport in the history of Ethiopia. That airport is going to bring many other treasures to the town and the people in general as well. So my friend here, Ibrahim, has been telling us much more about how the town in this regard is progressing well over time and time again. So I think you're having a very good time. My first question, perhaps, because we're going to conclude, is going to be, what will be your message to the tourists? Because I feel that the town has, as I said a little earlier, many potentials. The people are hospitable. So what will be your message to the tourists? Because tourists should visit this one and many other Ethiopians should come here, right? So what will be your message? I definitely ask you that.
All right, thank you, my brother. As you said before, Bishoftu is rapidly transforming all corner of development, which has been just put in a policy and a program of prosperity government. And in this situation, as you said, Bishoftu is going to be just giant African tourist hub, I mean tourism center.
Yeah.
So my message to all Ethiopians and foreigners who are just attracted by Ethiopian in history or in different direction, you can come and have socio-economic and every development from here. You can share what is coming to Bishoftu. The opportunity that is coming to Bishoftu is actually, as he said, as the journalist said, is huge because it includes Ethiopian new airport. So that airline is just bringing one city that is, I mean, Bishoftu airport city. Yeah. It's a city by itself. It is creating urbanization additionally. So all investors who would like to invest in tourism sector, if you come Bishoftu and invest your capital, you will be just very profitable, because what the opportunity of development that is coming to generally to Ethiopia, specifically to Bishoftu, is very huge, and it needs many entrepreneur investors who are going to expand entrepreneurship and get much more advantages from the Ethiopian prosperity proclaimed to come in the near future. So thanks to our Prime Minister and specifically His Excellency Shimallis Abdisa, our regional government, and our beloved Mayor Alamayo Asafa, and all the Bishoftu residents and surrounding areas, including Addis Ababa residents, please come and just have this great time with Bishoftu, because Bishoftu is in a great journey of transformation to back up Ethiopian development in all directions. So we need you, and you are our potential. Come and have your historic print food in Bishoftu development.
Great. As you said a little earlier, in many sides of these lakes and many other lakes, the expansion of development is so amazing. We could have amphitheaters underway in many areas, right? And the greenery areas are so attractive in this regard. The cultural aspects, as you mentioned many times, are again very important for these cities, towns' development. So Bishoftu is actually in a very nice move in this regard. But I think time limit is high here. time is actually a matter of, going back and forth. But what we have mentioned so far earlier about this lake is so amazing. And another time, I think in another time, we may have another round of talk here in this regard. So, dear viewers, we've been here with the communication officer of Bishoftu town, Ibrahim. He's been expressing us and telling us much more about Bishoftu. Bishoftu's potentials cannot be actually generalized in a single period of time. It actually takes perhaps a month or a year. The potential in it, the mega projects in it, the construction is in a very side of its corner as well, are very, very amazing. Ethiopia has started its journey to prosperity, truly speaking. If someone comes here and stays here for a long period of time in Bishoftu, he or she can definitely decide or say that Ethiopia's journey to prosperity is not actually a matter of simply going into many areas. It's going to be realized in a short period of time. And Addis Ababa's contribution in this regard cannot be undermined, because the corridor development started there and many other regional cities and towns took the experience from that. And Bishoftu is now a living testament for Ethiopia's development. And the viewers, I'm really happy to be with me because you've been watching my today's wonder in Bishoftu. And in another time, I'm gonna show you many more development aspects, tourist destinations, cultural aspects, and Ethiopia's treasures in general. I definitely thank you for being with me. The night view here in Bishoftu is so attractive and truly speaking amazing, because the corridor development has brought this new trend to the town and the people in it. Families are gathering here this night and enjoying the weather, the atmosphere as well. And parents actually share about their plans. They sit together, they definitely say times just to implement their plans as well, to go ahead for what they are going to do in this regard. People are now experiencing actually new trend in this town, I can say, truly speaking, because Bishoftu has got very new dimensions in its natural treasures, natural resources, and the atmosphere in the city as well. But it was actually not common just to enjoy nights right in the asphalt, in the right and left side of the asphalt. But this time around, someone may definitely feel astonished when he or she sits here. That's why we're saying the Ethiopia's government's tremendous journey and its move in bringing about new dimensions, new life, is now growing over time. So I'm here today just coming across and identifying how the city is going into its right path, the right direction. So I definitely ask you all guys, the Ethiopians from all walks of life and tourists especially, who live in Addis Ababa and many other areas of city, many other areas of our country, to come here and enjoy the exact living standard of Bishoftu, the people's hospitality in general. So I feel I'm really surprised because the atmosphere here, the place is so attractive, and I'm really happy to be here today. And perhaps another time I may be going into different areas to show you around how Bishoftu has got its new dimension, new life, and how residents are again enjoying this time, enjoying the corridor development, the progresses as well. So Bishoftu is now going into its repetition, its name, as I said a little earlier. It has got 7 lakes. It's now actually one of the greatly known areas in Ethiopia's history with very good natural resources and the people. So I'm really happy, guys, dear viewers, and I'm really happy. I will be with you perhaps another time, and bye for now. This street is now busy as usual because life here in Bishoftu is so really amazing, I can say, because the corridor development, as we mentioned earlier, has brought this chance, and residents are now walking in right and left side of this asphalt or the main road. And I was asking actually the residents about the new experience in this town, and they are saying that they often refresh air, they often sit here, and they enjoy the weather conditions, the fresh air. And many are also walking here, as you can see. They don't have to use a taxi right this night because the asphalt is so comfortable, it's wide, and they do have wide pedestrians, very important for walking. Walking on foot actually is so important because it helps us to protect life, to protect someone's health, and that's why many of the residents are walking on foot. So they are saying walking by taxi, by bus is now becoming history, especially at night. And of course during daytime they use taxis, but at night they walk on foot many kilometers from home to from home to workplace, and from workplace to home as well. So that is a new trend, a new experience in Bishoftu, and this indicates, this heralds that Ethiopia's towns and cities are now into the new trend of urbanization, where residents walk on foot, just actually stopping kind of dependence on walking by taxi, by train, or many other transport systems or mechanisms. So I've been here the whole day, walking from place to place to show you around how cities and towns in Ethiopia are definitely getting a new trend and new life. So I definitely thank you, my dear viewers, for being with me throughout my today's wander in Bishoftu. In another time, I'm going to show you another place with another dimension or aspect. So I owe you big. I again ask you just to follow Addis Media Network AMN-English broadcast, usually at 4 local time at night. I'm really happy with your presence today. Bye for now.